last evening, we learned through the Joint Terrorist Task Force that the Boston Marathon bombers had planned to travel to Manhattan to detonate their remaining bombs in Times Square. The two brothers had at their disposal 6 improvised explosive devices. One was a pressure cooker bomb, similar to the 2 that had exploded at the marathon. The other 5 were pipe bombs. We know that Dzhokhar was photographed in Times Square with friends on or before April 18th of 2012, and that he was in the city again in November of 2012. We don't know if those visits were related in any way to what he described as the brothers' spontaneous decision to target Times Square. The NYPD Intelligence Division is actively investigating to determine Dzhokhar's movements in New York City, as well as who he might have been with here. New York City detectives and supervisors assigned to the Joint Terrorist Task Force with the FBI are assisting in the ongoing investigation in both Boston and New York. There's no evidence at this time, however, to indicate that New York City is currently a target of another terrorist attack stemming from the Boston bombings.
The role the surveillance cameras played in identifying the suspects was absolutely essential to saving lives, both in Boston and now we know here in New York City as well. We've made major investments in camera technology, notwithstanding the objections of some special interests, and the attacks in Boston, I think, demonstrate just how valuable those cameras can be. We've been able to make these investments and many others with the support from the federal government, and I did want to thank Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano and President Obama for recognizing that Homeland Security funding should be based on threat and threat alone, not pork barrel politics. The fact is, New York City remains a prime target for those who hate America and want to kill Americans. The attacks in Boston and the news that New York City was next on the terrorist list shows just how critical it is for the federal government to devote resources to high-risk areas.